Welcome back, everybody. So, Riv,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. So China was accused of cultural appropriation after a performer wore a traditional Korean dress, which is called Hanbok, and at the opening ceremony of the Beijing Winter Olympics in 2022. That was a couple of months ago. And then you might think, oh, this is not a big of a deal, just showing the one unity, but actually it has a different story.
Cultural appropriation.
Cultural appropriation.
It's under the connotation that China wants to appropriate Korean culture, and it's a part of the Northeast project. So two victims here so far is Xinjiang, that's Uyghurs, right? And then another is Southwestern project. It's part of Tibet. Now you get the idea, right? So still, I'm not going to say stealing, but their kind of first attempt was not the first time actually here, because there have been many similar instances in the past, such as kimchi, if you really think about it. So that's why Koreans, they feel offended.
Okay,
Right.
I understand.
So, let me ask you, do you agree that dressing a Chinese performer in Hanbok was cultural appropriation outside of Koreans and outside of Chinese? Because you know what I mean? As a third party?
I did some research on this,
Okay.
and there is no proof that the person wearing the hanbok was Chinese. There's no proof that they were Korean.
Sure.
So if they were Korean, I don't see the big deal. There are
Okay.
Koreans in China. There's millions of them.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal? They had Mongols, they had Kazakhs, they had Uyghur, they had
Yeah.
Hmong, they had all of the ethnicities.
Sure.
So I could not find if that was a Chinese person or a Korean person that lives in China.
Right. See,
So-
that's the thing. Like that sends that different message to different people. So that's why they try to rewrite history of northeastern part. This is part of Manchuria, and then northern part of Korea. So that's why it has been a critical issue. Still now, I think the Northeast project has been running around since 2002. That's almost 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
20 years. 20 years.
They're working very hard.
Sure.
Right.
So a lot of the cultures there have assimilated somewhat, but not all of them have assimilated.
Exactly.
So they still show representations of their cultures as well. So
Right.
I think that's the big question is, were they Korean descent in China, or were they Chinese wearing Korean costumes? I
Right.
couldn't find the answer.
Assimilate.
Assimilate.
Exactly. So the historians, I think they have to work on this project, Korean historians, and try to give us an answer.
History is always written by the winners.
Exactly right. Yeah.
So be careful. Thank you for joining us today. We will see you next time.